Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Wednesday, September 29th, 2021 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I stay in balance even as I work my connections. And today's astro is so interesting to me. So we have Venus and Neptune working together, and we have the Sun and Saturn working together. So both of these energies are trines. One trine is water, one trine is air. So this water trine, Venus in Scorpio, connected to Neptune. What was coming up, what I saw in my head was, in Peanuts, the show Peanuts, how Pigpen has this energy cloud around him. I guess it's supposed to be a dirt cloud because he's a mess, right? We are all like that. We all have these clouds around us, except they're these energy clouds. And what I was feeling with this Venus-Neptune connection is recognizing that we are always getting ensnared in each other's clouds. We are always feeling each other's feels. I'm getting the signal. Just speak up so you can be heard. Entanglement. Yeah, sure. Energetic entanglements. And so with Venus connecting to Neptune, we need to be very aware of that. Now, Venus in Scorpio knows how to put down boundaries. And so there's a call to put down boundaries, but not put up a wall, right? We don't want to put up a wall.
Putting up a wall is a signal that you're not
available.
Yeah.
Right.
But something needs to be addressed.
Yes, putting up a wall is a signal that something in you needs to be addressed. That's it. Ding. Too bad we don't have a cricket chiming in, because that's such a good moment right there. The Leo speaks. All right, so Venus and Neptune, we're really feeling this connection. Now, there's various things we can do. Grounding is very important. I'm definitely feeling the call to grounding with this really strong air energy that we're working through. So that's always one way. But also just recognizing how susceptible we are and how others are so susceptible in and through this. Tune into that today, because I think we're really, really going to be feeling that. And we are feeling it on the world level. Like everything that we've been going through as a world, these last, we could say this last year, but really ongoing. We are working these lessons together as a community. So I say that kind of ironically because I know, there's a lot of not really working together, but we're called to work together as a community. So awareness of that. Now, that being said, Neptune and Venus together can always bring up illusions as well, and it can also offer that use your illusion. So there's multiple layers with this. Just be aware, stay very grounded, stay very in, that Venus and Scorpio, I see beneath the surface, but again, recognize we're all working through stuff. So just because somebody is in their own illusions does not mean that you necessarily are needing to call them out, or maybe you are. Who knows? We'll see about that. I mean, Mercury retrograde, right, in Libra. So speaking of Libra energy, we have the Sun in Libra connecting to Saturn in Aquarius. This is the other trine that I was talking about. And where I was really feeling, again, we're called to work together, come together, play together, be in connection, be in community. But again, this doesn't mean that you lose your own harmony. This doesn't mean that you lose yourself in this energy. So be very aware of where you're getting pulled into others' whirlpools, whether it's emotional, whether it's energetic, whether it's their thought forms. Be very aware of that in this energy. Stay very grounded, stay very connected to your own energy, because I think this is going to be one of the days where it's like riptide energy is what it feels like. You're swimming and suddenly you're like, whoa, how'd I get all the way over here? Riptide energy. So be very aware of that. That being said, working with somebody can be very powerful and potent in this energy today. Now, besides that, we have the moon in Cancer, which is just heightening our psychic energy. It's actually giving us Grand Trine in water. So we definitely have some feels going on. I have the sorrow card and the tuning in card. The tuning in, listening to yourself, noticing what's coming up. The moon is connected to Uranus energy. So triggers may come forth. There may be some stuff about worth. Worth is definitely going to be ongoing throughout this Mercury retrograde. We all have to get to the point. I posted something the other day. I wish I could remember what it was. But it basically was saying your worth is not inherent to anything beyond the fact that you be, the fact that you are. And there were a lot of people who are like, I wish this was true. And I know our world has not necessarily demonstrated it, but it doesn't mean that it's not true. And it's up to us to really hold and know and work our personal worth. So keep that in mind through any triggers coming up, through any of these emotions, pulling on us up, moving us through. We also have the moon and Mars connecting to start the day in a square. So we may have some conflict between reason and our feels. Your feels are valid, your reason is valid. And working to find what your personal balance is always very, very, very helpful. I actually love that we have the King of Swords, the control card, because this card is reminding us, like, with our minds, we do so much controlling. So it's like allowing ourselves to feel and process, and also knowing like when to pull back with the reason and when we need to stand up for ourselves with some reason. Final card, intensity. Because always, right? So there is intensity in and through these processes. Show up for yourself, tune in, hold yourself, be gentle with yourself. So that is it for today. You can book a reading with me. I have my reading sale going on. Book a relationship reading. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and stay curious. Namaste.